Okay, yeah. It's 444. Triple fours, y'all. This is KP, the Lord's Watchdog. I just did some videos. I'm tired already. All night at 444. I got another 2 hours to go. So, on the flip side here, I got me, KP, so I'll go and tune this in. And I'll go over here, go up to search, and do some Kerry Porter uploads. So I just loaded this one up. It says 37 minutes ago. So I'm going to play this, but I'm going to turn. This is the first one today I did. So I'm going to turn it down over here. KP, the Louisville's Watchdog for Injustice. So I'm going to go back over. Oh, shoot, got my thumb in the way. There we go. Okay. So that's when I started. All right. So I'm going to go over here and introduce y'all to all this massive paperwork. Okay. See where I got it at all over the place. Okay, what you have to do here is these two are going out. See a close up of that. So you see Mayor Greenberg, Chief of Police, Humphrey, Commonwealth Attorney Weathers, County Attorney Michael Connor, and all the Metro Council. You see over there, WHS 3, 32, and 41 News. I'm also then upgraded this to this right here. You want to do some rough draft letters, prefabricated. You can put your dates on it, and I done upgraded to put this on here. KP speaks on it, so you can go to YouTube and see all these documented things that they knew that I had a hit on my head. So I set this back up over here. See all these envelopes I got right there. Here's a letter I need to mail out. One letter I need to mail out today. I'm going to mail out 3 letters. This one has 3 supporting documents with it. That was my trial judge. It's upside down. Turn it this way for you. So I put a face on as a mirror in the background or whatever you want to call it, a ghost. So I'm telling Weathers there, you see that, and disregarded Mark Baker per this letter under the authority of protection and all this of my innocence and so on and so on. So you can see I just made it short and quick, but mainly I'm saying that she was biased. And she said these words right here. Here's a supporting document. And, well, yeah, that's our campaign. Our campaign says anything worth doing is worth doing half-assed. Or maybe it would be better said, anything worth doing is worth trying, even if you don't do it well. Well, as in my trial, in my particular trial, she sucked as a judge. She put up 29 personal words in it. And again, her 29 person was, sit down, Mr. Edgar. Sit down, Mr. Edgar. And it goes on and finds it. Your client is not going to sit there and act as if he's done nothing wrong when I can hear this girl clearly screaming for her life in the background. That's judge bias. So I'm going to get this in. That should relieve my case. This right here, I'm sending it out today. And, well, I'm bouncing around here. Here, you gotta, everything you do, you gotta support your documents. Here is the Brady list that came out, front page, January 11th of 24. That was in Kerry Journal, the credibility list, witness list. And it says right here, James Stanford, how do you pronounce that? Stafford was on the Brady list since 2010. Now, he is noted to be James Stafford. His name is right here on the search. Yeah, let's get a close up of that. You can barely read his handwriting, but that's the stuffing on here, and I got some more documents to prove that he's on there. So the carrying goes on, and it says right here of a closer reading of it. Let's go. Let's turn it upside down. Closer reading of it is right over here. You can barely see it. There it is. Yeah. Steffen, who landed on the 2010 for untruthfulness. See it right there. It's in the paper. Kerry Journal. So you put those together as your proof. You got to prove everything you allege. So I am alleging. Where's those signs at? Well, here, I'll show you this one. Like I say, I got to staple all those together, staple all these together, staple all those together, staple these together. Let's look at this. This says how to totally discredit false conviction. And I go on down the list with search warrant. Search warrant was not this or that against the LNC policy, allege and prove A.R. a motive to punishment, whatever I'm trying to say. You can read some of it there, but it'll be in public documents soon. And then I go on to number 17 of it. And you can read what some of those say. Mr. Porter, Destiny Hicks, and so on. So I gotta put all of those together and staple those. I got stuff everywhere. Here, I got the motion that got me out of penitentiary. See that date? December 19th? Plaintiff for this and that. And motion to vacate. We're on the same pattern and product of this. All the three of these are the same. That's the second page of it. The parties agree that the motion is timely filed, and so on and so on. So, long story short, and that's Dave Single standing off on it. But here's the thing wrong with this motion. Let's examine this. Here's our agreed order that came with it. Let's see what's wrong with this order. First, they crossed out to set me up. They crossed out dismissed with prejudice, and they crossed it out, and Melanie Lowe and Dave Single signed off on it. And it's with so it's to be dismissed without prejudice, meaning they can bring it back up. And it says the day's date is the 19th of August, and December's crossed out. Why is that? It was filed August is when Francois came out with the statement that Mark Baker withheld from me for 18 months. So in August of my release, exoneration time period, my exoneration time period started when the Kerry Journal, and I'm going to go here. When the Kerry Journal and Andy Wilson found out that Mark Baker did a March the 4th, 2010 order to hold it. I just did a video on it. Did a March the 4th, 2010, Andy Wilson wrote, should have been a great day for Kerry Porter. But it wasn't because prosecutors and police withheld Francois Cunningham's statement. And even the United States Attorney Ann Phillips and Clary or whoever. I don't know her name was Ann. She's a United States Attorney, so it means she was a federal witness, federal prosecuting attorney. She made a deal with Francois and Mark signed off on it, and my name had to be in it as exculpatory evidence in this gun case. Okay, go back here. Here's a document that says you have to prove everything you allege. I'm going to use this document right here for discrimination. Coroner identifies 2 homicides. In one of the homicides, they said the police does not expect And in Andy Petty's death, the police does not expect anyone to be arrested. Right here, anticipate any arrest. He didn't go. Now he shot and killed somebody. Convicted felon with a handgun. I'm just going to use his name, Bootsy. Bootsy shot and killed him in Broadmoor neighborhood. Says it right here. Broadmoor neighborhood. You can go look. What's the date on it? Look at the date. News people. October 25th, 2019. At this time. Look this up. Wade TV covered it. So go back and look at it, Wade TV. And this is before my murder, before my gun case. 1 month and 5 days before my gun case, while Thomas Wine is still going over whether to dismiss this or not, according to this, and whether to charge him, they already anticipated that he would never be charged. Now, he's a convicted felon. He shot and killed somebody, was in possession of a gun, used a gun, killed somebody, and he don't do 1 day. Let's go back to me. Let me repeat that. He is in possession of a gun, uses the gun, kills somebody, and he don't do 1 day in jail. I ain't got nothing but possession of guns, ain't shot a gun, ain't killed nobody, and I get all this time. I get a diversion program. I've been on it for 3 years. It's a 2-year contract. I've been on it for 3. They validate me right there. I keep on playing your game. Y'all pay in the long run. So, y'all, I got to staple all these letters together and back to it. And, oh, look at that. I just got water on that. That's okay, though. So, I'm going to put all of this stuff together and send this in. So, that's, I'll be stapling all these and then make a better array of it. Real quick, let's go over this before we end it. Here is the Commonwealth cheat sheet. In this cheat sheet, y'all, if you look at these 2 things, they start off the same. It says right here, Officer Thomas. Getting what's called. Now, this one's in public record because it has right here. See that? 4070. This one over here, the cheat sheet, it doesn't have, it's not entered into discovery. So let's examine them. Right here, it says Officer Thomas, number 8. Over here, it says Officer James 7 and Officer Thomas 3 right here. So let's count these little things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But over here, we only have 6 to 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they took 2 of them off over this. This is a little cheat sheet. They look at their, examine their evidence, and they see what they can and can't do. Look down here, y'all. Let's look over here. What's that say? See the indictments on them? Get back focus, camera. All of these were thrown out. It's the murder case, a gun case I get thrown out. All of these was thrown out. All of these was thrown out. So they should be been irrelevant. They were thrown out. But they want to put the murder case in there. This is wanton endangerment. It got thrown out at the grand jury. This one right here, convicted felon with a handgun. They go together, these 2. And I got this thrown out when I got out in 6 months after the case. So the murder's thrown out. All of these are highly prejudicial to even be mentioned. They shouldn't be there. And they mention them in the grand jury. Over here, we have at the bottom of it, wanton endangerment, the murder case, this and that. And let's see what's different. 2091. Well, over here, these are different. Let's freeze frame that. Those right over here versus this. I'm gonna mess up this piece of paper, but I got more and put them together. You can see the cheat sheet on it. It's hard to do it. Okay. Now let's examine them closely. Now look at those, y'all. There they are side by side. I'm going to turn these in, and y'all can freeze frame it, take a picture of it, and look at them. And then you go up here, and you look at the difference between this one over here versus this one over here. Look at this one over here with 8 of them over here and only 6 of them over here. This is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 2 more, but they're pretty much the same thing. Let's see. The discussion related to it, then Officer James 7, then Officer Thomas, and then both handguns. Now let's go over here. See what it says. Once the discussion in the basement, Officer Thomas, both handguns is there, and Officer Thomas. It's Miranda, right? If you look at them closely, y'all, they examined these two, took whatever they wanted as far as hurting me, hurting me versus me surrendering it to them. So hurting me right here, prejudicial versus the open record, real deal. Transparency. We're going to call this withholding. See, you can't see what's in my hand. We're going to call this withholding. This is transparent. So this one, this is the final result over here because of this. So apparently this is this one, and this is transparent. Again, this is this one in public record because they're going to withhold. And this one over here is transparency on the table. On the table, open-handed. Closed-handed, you don't know what's if something, a coin's in there, pubic hair, whatever. Something's in there. So this is what you have to prove. And you have to prove that they started off my exoneration with deception. They crossed out December, but it was really August. It was meant to be in August. They had a plan. The judge agreed with this BS. I have proof that the judge, that the justice systems agrees with the prosecution's bullshit and denies us. This ain't happening. Transparency ain't happening. This is happening. So I'm putting my fist down to your bullshit. This is KP. This is tired ass KP. I don't know what time it is, but it's going on 5 o'clock if it ain't 5 o'clock. I got another hour and a half. I'm going to staple all this stuff together. Get it together. KP, Lord's Watchdog for Injustice. Showing you people, I'm not a lawyer. I stay up longer than a lawyer. I stay up longer than a lawyer. I lose sleep more than a lawyer. A lawyer going to do 9 to 5. I'm going to do 18 hours a day, set it in the penitentiary. I'm going to make all of my allegations of how to totally discredit a false conviction. Y'all see it says it right there. You got to allege and prove it. So I'm going to get all this stuff cycled up. I got them all kinds of ways. But I'm tired and sleepy. I might not make it through as far as my expectation of what I'll do. I told y'all I got to get it in the mail. I got to do all these envelopes right here. That's why we got all this paperwork. So, y'all, this is how frustrating and how reckless this stuff can be. I got my bottle of lemon juice. I'm getting a headache. My blood pressure's probably kicking in. But the lady right there denied me justice. She worked with the prosecuting attorney's office. I got a file date on there, and I ain't mailed it out yet. There it is. Says I started on April 6th. It's the 17th. I'm 7. I'll be with 10, 12 days late, but that's okay. KP, the Lord was legend. injustice towards my people. Because color that. See that color? The color bias creates bias, prejudice. I'm tired. KP, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm sleepy.